We've got a new quest. I actually need to dump all these items in my inventory. Miscellaneous. Read the nightclub advertisement. Well, let me go get rid of all this junk I'm carrying. And then we will go read the nightclub advertisement.
Wanna buy some junk?
No, I want to drop off some junk. Come on. Just sell these spare
Vendor
masks.
unit is equipped with anti-theft measures. Don't get any ideas. Jump.
For now, they'll go in storage. Along with that stuff. I can get cranberries. I have so much. I don't have time. I don't have time to go through it. Let's go read the nightclub advertisement. Which, as we know, oh, it's over here. It's going to take us to Ingram Mansion, which has now been named the Rose Room. But we're going to go. Oh, is it on the outside or the inside? Seems to be on the inside. In the refuge.
Orlando is very charming, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're helping us.
I think we can make this place home for a lot of people, yourself included.
We got a couple of other things as well. Oh.
You might not need it, but I guarantee somebody else does. If you got some spare supplies burning a hole in your pocket, why not help us help others?
Let's turn those off.
But
But it's not one of these. Oh, okay.
Drop off your donations over here.
Those are different side quests that have also been added. The Rose Room. Atomic Fun Cocktails Music. Oh, that's literally all. Wow. Attend the nightclub opening. Opportunity knocking. Attend opening night at Appalachia's newest nighttime attraction. I read a poster advertising the grand opening of a nightclub called the Rose Room, right here in Appalachia. Maybe I should check it out. Maybe I should. Let's go to the Rose Room. Let's start from back here, just to see if they've changed any of the signs. Wednesdays is ladies' night. No. I don't know why they removed the guardhouse that was here. Like, they could have kept that. How did they get this here also? They planted a bunch of flowers that I think are supposed to be roses. They chopped down all of the stuff that belonged to Scenic view, 6 caps, photos for 10. Belong to the cultists. I remember, yeah, they threw the terminal back here. Yep, it's still here. They have a Brahmin, not named. I believe the Brahmin is to explain how this... Because I don't think this was here before. Yeah, it's to explain how this limo got up here. It was towed by the Brahmin. This one Brahmin towed that limo up the mountain. Alright. Let him roll. Let's go inside and see what's happening. No one to greet us at the door.
Do this, do that.
Vin. Got a note in here. My own room. Dad, if we're going to be staying in Appalachia, can we please expand the house? I don't think I can handle another night sharing a bunk with Abby. Her snoring is horrific. Seriously. It sounds like a car's failing to start all night. Hell, I'll even help you build it if I have to. I'm all excited for this whole, quote, family, end quote, thing. Don't get me wrong, but I need a break here, Vin.
I wish just once we could keep it together.
You upstairs, Vin? Vincenzo? I'm guessing. There you are. Nope, that's Antonio. Oh, it needs a key to get on.
How would things be different with a normal family?
Whiskey, or Vin's to-do list. I was like, whiskey? Whiskey. Vin's to-do list. Finish unpacking. Put up flyers. Done. Update inventory list. Lock supply room. Can't keep inventory if Mom keeps taking things without logging it. Find local suppliers.
Nothing's ever simple.
I heard it's gonna snow later.
Might be more difficult than expected due to area's low population. Options. Handy. Who outsources moonshine? Production to volunteers at a jamboree. Very unprofessional. He's talking about, what's his name? I don't know his name. It's at the Sunday Brothers cabin. Okay. Might need to start our own brewery. Set up tables and chairs. Done. Set up stage. Done. Maintain my sanity. Have a successful opening night. Okay, Antonio. I muted it so they aren't talking while I'm reading stuff. Okay. Here's the bedroom, same as ever, with one more note. To Vin. Vin, I can't lie to you and say that I agree with your decision to go to Appalachia. While I admire persistence and the need to follow through on a cause, I only adhere to that mentality when the cause is just. To put it simply, it seems like you're barking up the wrong tree, but you're a grown man now. It's your life, your choices. That being said, however, your absence here at City Hall will certainly be felt. One dimension to that is your work ethic and dedication. You've done a lot for the city, and that work certainly didn't go unnoticed. The other side to it is sentimental. We don't have a whole lot of folks willing to help out, and as you know. So it's a pretty small group of us here, and it becomes a bit like a family. Gosh, this family talk again. They went through this in the Steel Dawn Rain stuff. I don't say this easily, but in time, I came to look at you as if you were my own son. While I can't speak for her, I know Frida, feels the same way. Had things taken a different turn, I would have liked for you to have taken the reins of mayor from me one day. But we can never predict how life turns out, can we? Despite this, I know you have an obligation to your own kin. I wish you the best in the rolling green hills and endless blue skies of Appalachia. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for this city, son. Just know that if you ever decide to return, you will always be welcome in the municipal office. Sincerely, Tim Lane. Wait, weren't they part of the family? Not the family. I forget what they're actually called. Weren't they part of were they called the family? The Mafia people. Weren't they part of the Mafia people? Not the Moonies? All right, what you got for me, Antonio? Why do you look like Bill Clinton? Hold up. Like, what? Oh, okay. Cocktails until 4 a.m. Quentin Brewitt beers, new seasonal beers.
Come have it all right here in Atlantic City.
Hey, you got a great voice, lady. Wish I could stay awake to hear it.
Excuse me? Just who do you think you're speaking to?
Oh, shut it, Connie. You're always starting crap.
I got the right to say what I mean. Your fancy jazz is putting me to sleep.
Really? Now I don't know what indignities you and this country thrift store are forced to survive out here.
Hey, I scavenged these threads from Charleston landfill, fair and square.
You're living in a bubble, lady. The wasteland ain't no place for some schnazzy pre-war nightclub.
Get out of my club! Get out! Out!
Whoa, jeez Louise. You don't have to tell me twice.
By the way, your singing sucks anyway.
The nerve!
Well, that was embarrassing. Welcome to the Rose Room. Anything to drink?
I didn't know she's going to start speaking immediately when I came down the stairs. They have nothing to say. Oh!
They wouldn't know talent if it dropped an atomic bomb on them.
I'm a bit surprised they didn't dress her up like this. Typically, at these types of clubs, she would be dressed
Nothing's ever
like Magnolia is in the I don't know what it's. What the heck? She looks dead. Like, I don't know what the dress is called, but she'd be wearing the fancy dress.
Stick around and you're in for a musical treat.
Okay. You don't have to put that away to talk to me.
Do this.
You looking at something?
No.
Mind your business, pal.
Drinking a whole vodka to yourself? Okay, we got Abby, Evelyn.
Can I do something for you?
Cocktails are coming soon. And we've got Finn.
Nothing's ever simple.
Hey, Abby.
Sorry, I can't talk.
Look like you can't live. You literally look dead.
Welcome to the Rose Room.
Yep, excuse me. I saw you had a note back here. You know, typically bartenders don't let people go behind the bar, kid. Just some advice. Rose Room
How
review.
would things be different with a normal family?
That name, bro. Hold up, let me mute them up. He's gonna talk the whole time. Rose Room review. Review by Bibius Snibius. I really wish what's his name was still alive, and I don't remember his name. The Rose Room, more like the Rousette Room, since this place is more of a ground tuber than a flower. And as Appalachia's premier pseudonymous food critic and cuisine connoisseur, I made my way to the so-called Rose Room, expecting a level of class not usually seen in this mountainous region. After all, the owners claim to be from Atlantic City, a bastion of civilization famed for its, quote, high roller, end quote, lifestyle and luxurious accommodations. The trek to the old, quote, mansion, end quote, if it can be called that, was onerous and dull. I hardly felt like the patron of a high-end establishment heading there, and more like a pilgrim performing some religious patronage for a Brahmin steak and a whiskey. Once I finally arrived at the, quote, club, I was thoroughly disappointed in the architecture and atmosphere. It was inexcusably dirty, made clear and had clearly not been renovated, and the drapes were so abominable. They could have been a second. They could have been a second doomsday in of themselves. Yeah, I got it. I was greeted by a blonde woman in a garish dress who called herself Evelyn Russo and claimed to be the owner and proprietor of the Rose Room. I attempted to question her as to why she chose a rhododendron garnish for my mole rat pate, when everyone knows mole rat pate is paired with Meyerlurk caviar. She looked at me as if I was a loon and told me to just relax and enjoy the music. You are a loon. Music. Oh, how Dean Domino would do barrel rolls in his grave to hear that drivel be called music. Dean Domino, what a callback. They're doing a lot of New Vegas callbacks. The only redeeming quality of it was the rather superb tuba playing. Beyond that, some gas station knockoff of a lounge singer walked on stage and started crooning. By all that is holy and unholy, I did not need to hear what a scorched beast in labor sounds like. I think all the scorched beasts other than the queen are sterile. Not only were my ears bleeding, but every single one of my billions of taste buds were personally offended by the watered-down alcoholic beverages. This is a long note, dude. And flavorless meals. Quote, the bartender, some young man with a haircut far trendier than him, came out and tried to placate me, offering a discount. Why, never in all of my years as a food critic have I taken a bribe? I looked this man, quote, Vin, in the face and told him so. I let him know, with no minced words, that I shall be writing a review of this hovel, and no amount of caps could possibly sway my mind. So here I am, penning yet another acclaimed review. The Rose Room is not worth your time or caps. I would rate it 0 stars out of 5. In fact, I would remove every single star from the sky myself, one by one, so that there are no stars left to give such a lackluster review experience. Until the next review, my dear readers, let's hope it's not as pedestrian as this one. He's not the same guy. He has a different name. I guess he could be the same guy, using a new name post bombs dropping. But he's not. Oh God, what was his name?
Use my time wisely, please.
I don't think I have a note of his in my inventory. I do have a bunch of garbage though. But he's not the dude
I wish just once we
that
could
wrote
keep it together.
the original reviews in Appalachia. Hello. Oh. Okay, none of them are talking to me. I don't know if it's broken or if
How would things be different with a
they just
normal
don't
family?
have anything to say.
I apologize on behalf of my mother. We'll have enough trouble getting people in here without her immediately scaring them away. To be honest, this is more turnout than I expected. Which is welcome, of course. I mean, I just hope the rest of them are friendly. Anything to drink?
I'll take your special.
That would be a beer. Because stock was on me, just behind the other 100 things on my to-do list that nobody else is doing. Sorry, it's not your job to hear me complain. It's your job to relax, have a drink, and enjoy the music. So, what can I help you with?
Why open a nightclub here of all places?
There's another question for my dear mother. We just moved here from the coast, Atlantic City, which, believe it or not, is doing pretty well compared to, you know, everywhere else. Over there, Mom was an entertainer. It's what she does, what she knows. I don't think she's woken up to the reality of what the rest of the world is like out here.
Why leave Atlantic City?
See, that's, you know, why does anyone move, really? To see new sights, you know, make new friends, get a fresh start. Could I offer you another drink?
Is it just you and your mom here?
My sister's sitting over there. Dad's probably up in his room. He's getting up there, starting to have some cognitive issues recently. It doesn't make him great for socializing.
I'm gonna look around for a minute.
We have another performance scheduled later, if you stick around. Well, I promise those bozos won't interrupt this time, because they, left already.
You just gonna
What's your pleasure?
stare at me?
Hey, you're still here. Isn't that a trip?
Seems like maybe you're the one who could use some help.
Yeah. Yeah, I really could. My mom thought we weren't going to have any trouble tonight, but the crowd I've seen so far, I have my doubts. Big ones. If you feel inclined, could you keep an eye out? Maybe, if it's necessary, handle a fight? But keep a low profile about it so Mom doesn't freak out. I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, Charisma +4. Might as well get some money out of this. I'd like to help, but I don't work for free.
Right, of course not. I wouldn't expect you to. Head's just all over the place lately. This is what I can spare. Go ahead and join the audience. If nothing happens, then, you can enjoy the show just like everyone else. I hope that's the case, but, you know, better safe than sorry. And thank you. I do really appreciate the help. You need something too?
Ben, the bartender at the Rose Room, asked for my help with security. He's expecting trouble tonight and wants me to keep an eye out during the next performance.
You need something too?
I don't suppose you have
It's
a
ever simple.
thing for me to change my clothes on so I can be more professional. Because all I've got on me is my Wastelander Wanderer, my Silver Shroud outfit.
Do this, do that.
That top hat, that's pretty professional.
Don't mind me.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a seat.
Hello, folks. Rowdy looking bunch out there. Well, as I say, there's no better cure for a long day than some snazzy tunes. Sit back and enjoy.
I can't listen to this baloney no more. Let's light this place up.
God damn it!
Everyone duck!
Did you see me give the goddamn signal?
What the hell was that?
Oh, of course. Well, we're in a...
You have no idea what you just did. That's all you got, tough guy? I've known tough.
Should have got my Tommy gun, too.
Invigorating.
Name is happening!
They were simple instructions. How hard is it to follow simple instructions?
I'm so cold. Vincenzo,
Interrogate.
why is my audience dead?
Why don't you ask this guy before he croaks?
I don't know if I was able to
Use my time
save
wisely,
her.
please.
I should have stood up quicker.
We better find out what we can while we still have the chance.
Are you going to question this reprobate? Or do I have to do it myself?
How would things be different with a normal family?
They're gonna come for me.
You're a druggie. So I'm guessing... I could have swore they had ties to the family. Alright, let's talk to him.
What's your pleasure?
I mean, really? What does on my signal mean to you? Does it mean whenever the hell you want?
No, I don't feel for him. I'm hoping I get to kill him. Why do I... Oh, because even though I'm at max, I have mutations that dropped my intelligence. But they're not below 4. Oh, I have to have a negative 4. Is that what that means? Not negative 4. I don't know what this means. I have 15 intelligence. That's gotta mean... You can't have negative, can you? Looks like not following instructions didn't turn out well for your crew.
Didn't turn out well for them. What about me, huh? Condemned to death by the stupidity of others. It was simple. Wait for all the Russos to be in the room together. Shoot on my signal. Couldn't follow either one. Almost makes me happy to be put out of my freaking misery.
Why are you after the Russos?
Vincenzo, what did you do?
What? Really? You of all people are gonna point your finger at me?
Guess every one of you nutsos has a reason to be afraid of payback from Atlantic City. Sleep tight, Russos. I may not be the last to come for you.
Just nonsense is all it is. We can't let them scare us.
We don't know who they are to begin with.
Ugh, don't act like you're above all this. For all we know, someone at City Hall has it out for you.
I can't even begin to tell you how little you know about me and City... Shit, Abby, are you okay?
I don't like having the green coloring, so I'm gonna switch.
What was that? It's one problem after another. What's going on with Abigail?
You're her mom.
Is my daughter all right?
Abby, are you all right?
And what's Bill Clinton doing up here?
Cold.
She's freaking jonesing, dude. Oh, there was that alcohol. He's just not caring. Bill.
My wife's throwing another party, isn't she? Well, enjoy the festivities.
She drank that, devil's blood? Is that what it's called?
Must have left something. Where did I screw up? Must have left something. Where did I screw up? Get away from me. They know. I thought I covered my tracks. They're gonna come back. They're gonna...
What are you talking about?
She's got the shakes. Could be she's danced with the devil. You're my own mom. Don't talk to me like...
Crap. I think you're right.
Dance with the devil? What does that mean?
Those who fancy themselves part of the Atlantic City high life have access to a special intoxicant. They drink the devil's blood. I should have paid more attention. Must be the stress of the move got to her.
You say that now? All of this was your idea. We're so busy dealing with your problems, there's no room for anyone else.
Is that really how you feel, Vincenzo?
Yes, it is 100% absolutely how I feel.
After everything I've done for us, everything I've sacrificed. Unbelievable.
Crap. I think I went too far.
Your voice is too low. I have it at max, and I barely hear him.
Who are you? Get away.
Sorry about all this. I was right to expect trouble, just not this much of it.
Well, I'm here to help. Let me know what you need.
I really appreciate that. Just, please go talk to my mother for me. It was a bad time to set her off. Right now, we just need to figure out how to help Abby.
Were those hitmen after you?
Me? It's, possible, but I wouldn't be the first in line for elimination. Anyway, that's not important right now. Those people are dead, and Abby's alive. But that could change if we don't get her treated.
They're gonna come for me.
Seems like you do a lot of heavy lifting here.
Yeah, tell me about it. Mom's obsessed with herself, and Dad can hardly remember what he did 2 minutes ago. With the two of them so preoccupied, it's no wonder Abby keeps getting herself into trouble. That leaves me to jerry-rig everything together with twine and duct tape.
Where did I screw up?
Okay. What do you want me to say to her?
That regardless of any issues between me and her, she needs to come down and be there for her daughter. Tell her I'm sorry, and Abby needs her right now. She needs all of us. I can't do this on my own.
Charisma 8+. This is going to cost more than the bodyguard detail. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you're right. Now we're on to a different type of conflict resolution. Take this. That's the most I can give you. Be gentle. Mom's ego will require soothing if she's going to cooperate.
All right, I'll go talk to Evelyn.
Thank you. I know you'll have better luck than I would.
What was that?
I mean, I got the right thing to cool her down.
Gonna come for
Oh! The animation's gone. Hate when it does that. Poor magician. Poor magician. She wasn't that good of a magician. That's not a thing. A musical magician. A magician. Of course, you're standing in the darkness.
Opening night is a failure. I offer drinks, games, music, more excitement and luxury than this dreary mountain range has ever seen. And what do I get? An audience full of hitmen, a strung-out daughter, and an unappreciative son. Just ridiculous. Nothing makes sense anymore.
You told me to be nice to her, but this is what I want to say. I'll be nice. Vin wants you to come downstairs and help Abby.
Of course he does. And I'd like one thing in the last 20 years of my life to count as a success. Is that so much to ask for? Fine. I'll come downstairs and help. The extra moment of peace isn't worth delaying the inevitable. But it's not like I'll be able to do anything anyway.
What can you tell me about Atlantic City?
Once a paradise, now a madhouse. Everyone lost their sanity after the bombs. The showmen are the worst of all. Avoid them at all costs.
Who are the showmen?
They're masochists who get off on risking their own lives in front of others. Once upon a time, people could appreciate simple talent. Now, everyone's so depressed about the end of the world that the only way they can feel something is by pumping their adrenaline up to 11. The showmen make a living by capitalizing on that desire.
Were those hitmen after you?
Oh, what was that? Just what are you implying? You don't know anything about me. I did what was necessary to survive in a cutthroat industry full of insane people. If they'd come after me for that, let them.
Okay. Shouldn't you be more concerned about your daughter right now?
You think I'm not concerned? Let me ask you something. What do you do to de-stress? Read a comic? Listen to the radio? It's the apocalypse. Maybe you go out and blow some heads off. Whatever it is, it's a distraction. A tool to stay sane under pressure. So don't you dare judge me for keeping my head above water. Much better to complain than to have an emotional breakdown.
All right, I'll see you downstairs.
Do me one favor first. Go upstairs and let my husband Antonio know what's happening. He may not understand, but he should at least be told.
Okay, so she is basically a showman, ex-showman. The son's ex-Mooney, municipal.
Must have left something. Where did
And
I
the
screw
dad
up?
is ex-family, or whatever they were called. Were they called the family? I'm talking to you.
Well, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the Russo's Haven. How do you like the festivities?
Your daughter is addicted to something called devil's blood.
Blood of the devil? No, that doesn't sound like something anybody should be drinking.
You doing all right?
Me? Oh, I'm right as rain. Oh, how are you doing this fine evening? Enjoying the festivities?
What can you tell me about your daughter, Abby?
My daughter. Oh, you know, I still remember catching little Abby with a pack of candy pilfered from the convenience store. So clever. And so stubborn. I never thought that she would, were we talking about somebody?
He has Alzheimer's. Were those hitmen after you?
Hitman? What hitman? Have you been watching too much television?
I'm going now. Bye, Antonio.
Going already? But you just said hello.
Yeah.
They're gonna come for me.
I'm sure Vincenzo knows what to do.
You're back. Thanks for that. Look, I've done some thinking. Devil's blood is highly addictive, and withdrawal is dangerous. It could even be fatal. We're hundreds of miles away from anyone who knows what to do about this. Doctors here are only going to know about regular chems.
A doctor's not good enough anyway. We need the blood.
Maybe we could ask a doctor at the refuge?
Like I said, they may have heard about Devil's blood, but they're not going to have a supply. Or a cure. But that vertibird... Say, you don't happen to be on good terms with the refuge, do you?
Must have left something.
Expeditions, or Responders Reborn. I don't know why I can't say I am a responder, but we're on good terms.
That's a boon we really need right now. I need to ask you something crazy. Because you don't really know us, and really, from what you've seen so far, have no reason to trust us. But my sister is in trouble, so I'm going to ask. Could you fly to Atlantic City and bring back a dose of Devil's Blood?
You make the second part of that sound like a simple ask.
I did say it was crazy. But please, and I really mean it, it'd be a bad idea for any of us to go back there right now. If newcomers like us could even negotiate a flight in the first place.
Why would it be a bad idea for you to go there?
Remember the firefight earlier? Whoever sent those people still has it out for us.
What was that? For one of us, in any case.
Undetermined. We could fight about it all day.
How does one go about acquiring Devil's Blood?
It's an exclusive chem, typically only accessible to high society and to the people that source it, the mob. You'll have to find one of them. See what you can negotiate.
You've got it. I'll get the Devil's Blood and save your sister.
You're not joking, right? Oh, you can pull this off. Abby needs you to. Please, just let us know as soon as possible if anything goes wrong. I'll do whatever I can for her in the meantime.
That completes that quest. I feel like these are going to be very short. Alright.
What was that? Are there any songwriters around here? I may be doomed to search my own feelings for inspiration. Horrid.
Got a civil engineer armor helmet and a socialite outfit. I bet that's the outfit she's wearing, the mom.
Where is everybody? Does no one
That's
want
it.
to drink in these godforsaken